So VeryDarkMan rubbished Wizkid and all his work. He said so many things concerning Wizkid that is actually very crazy because of Fela Kuti. Fela also tried to meet Speed. These are many ways what you're going to be coming across in this video. But if you are new to my channel, do what to click the subscribe button, do what to like this video, and let's go. So right now, Speed is in Nigeria, and he has been having his streams, starting with meeting Egma Dugbo, and these people asking for money from him, and him refusing to actually help all of these people because it's like a normal thing. Anywhere you go to around Lagos State, they actually want to ask you for money. Oh, do us something, help us out, give us something, show boys love, and all of these things. Like it has become like a normal thing in Lagos State to have all of these Egma Dugbo begging and asking for money, which doesn't actually speak well for us. You understand? But despite all of these things, he has been able to actually have good streams. So many people have been able to meet him. He has been able to meet different people at different times. He was able to go to Zlatan's store where Zlatan was actually telling him to buy clothes. The guy refused to buy clothes. He didn't buy clothes and all of these things. He also met with Jarvis, where she actually put on her clothes, her attire of being like a robot, you understand, to meet with him. And also Pella, who is actually the major focus of making this video, trying to meet with him multiple times. The first time it was bounced out, and many Nigerians have actually been attacking him. Just take a look at this video.
School is not a scam because there is no way that was Pella's method and strategy of getting Speed's attention. For Pella's status in the streaming world, especially in Africa, he should have had contact with Speed before he came to Nigeria. Even if he didn't, his team should have done it properly. Why was Speed taken to Lagos and not Abuja? Because I'm very sure if he was taken to Abuja, a lot of the things you saw wouldn't have happened. Lagos is filled with clout chasers. These people you call celebrities, they are all social climbers. They have no class, they have no content, they have no intellect. Look at them jumping around like overstimulated dogs and following Speed like groupies, men, people's boyfriends and providers and husbands. It is such an absolute shame. I need you guys to understand that it's not just live streaming. People are building perception based on what they see from this guy's live stream. I've seen lots of people say, oh, I want to go to South Africa. I didn't know this was in South Africa after he live streamed there. So now ask yourself, what is the world saying about the Nigerian people from his live stream?
Actually been saying so many things, and to be very honest, I just feel like everybody needs to leave Pella alone. This is the way he actually blew out. This is the way we actually know him. He has not had it easy. He's not the richest guy in the room. We did not go to school, and this is where he has actually forced himself to become who he is today. So all of you coming out to come and have a word, have a say something bad about him, I'm just looking at you because, to be very honest, this guy has never had it easy. He came from a poor background. He didn't go to school. He's not in the university. He didn't make it. He made it through shouting and just being himself. You understand? That is what brought him far. And if that is the connect of which he will be able to actually meet with Speed, let him do his thing. If he doesn't meet with him, it's fine. And to be very honest, I actually agree with what Cubana Chief Priest actually said in this. He said that
why do we like to tear our own brothers' hustle or energy down? Small boy like Pella, the hustle in way to meet Speed, where they had a top for the business way in day. Una use the mock am. There is no shame in hustle. I celebrate Pella's energy to achieve his dream. Now you guys see why he's bigger than most of you all, because he's ready to push shamelessly. Speed dey Naija, una Pella the trend. Una no really cherish una own. All you want is to bring your own down, so you can mock and laugh at the person, but indirectly you are pushing the person up. Streaming is a game of shamelessness. At the end of the day, are you entertained? Pella is deliberate. He knows the boy. It's management issue. The push from Pella is amazing. That's how you go for what you want. And above all, never shy away from rejection. It must come. Keep pushing for the top.
And so, to be very honest, you can see that Cubana Chief Priest is actually saying the truth. Live your own life. Let him live his life. All of these, I want him to be professional enough. I want him to be this enough. It didn't help him. It has never helped him. And it will never help him. You understand? So allow people to be themselves. Whatever it is that he's actually doing to bring him to the world, that they can be having 70,000 people, 50,000 people on his live stream every now and then. Leave him alone to do his thing. I really do not see any reason why anybody should be forcing him to be who he's not. You understand? So that is just what I just actually think. Also, Aisha Speed has been able to do several other things, put on the Yoruba attire, danced, played music, and all of these things. Meet with called Davido, and thus far he has been having a successful stream. But I just feel like at the end of the day, he might probably still be able to meet with Pella or not. And if he doesn't actually meet with Pella, it doesn't change who he is, right? So let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And so moving on to the next news. Wizkid legacy is on the brink of failing with the way Wizkid fans are actually pushing Wizkid. So we all know what actually happened. Fela Kuti actually came outside to actually talk about the fact that he's tired of Wizkid FC trying their possible best to tarnish their father's image. It actually happens that Wizkid is the greatest Afrobeat artist of all time, even bigger than Fela. And to be very honest, this was the kind of statement that these people were making over and over again that I even noticed on different comment section. And so he came out to address it. And addressing it on the live stream, many of Wizkid fans coming for him.
Bro, I no lie, you deep down, I feel like say big Wiz still pass that fella who na dey talk about too. I no just feel prove am because I no dey there, I no follow stream fella song. But anyways, everywhere good.
I'm no even see the legacy make they talk say Fela get pass Wizkid though, or say Fela build though. I been out to the wear pints for stage, they perform, I be the legacy. I been out to the bend women for stage, they dance, I be the legacy. Sure. Now, more go monthly listeners, see Fela Kuti monthly listeners, see Champs monthly listeners. Champs of how many months? Whenever I reach 2-3 months for music industry, see monthly listeners 4K plus.
Wizkid is bigger than Fela. Anybody who want pef, make it go pef. This generation we would day now, people not sabi Fela. Now Wizkid and sabi. This is Wizkid time. Okay, you when they watch this video, how many Fela song you know? I they ask you. It's bigger. Yes, na in start time. Now them Wizkid still they push the everything Fela do.
Coming for him really badly. It became a normal thing that he actually comes to life every now and then, even when he's angry or not. He comes and talk about Wizkid, blast Wizkid, blast them Wizkid FC. You understand? And he has been doing it for like days. Not until Wizkid now finally spoke. And because he had to defend his fan, of course, because they are his fans, he had to defend them. So he came and defended them. And he said, what if I say I'm the greatest of all time? What if? You understand? So because of that statement, everything changed. At this point, I just feel like that was what Seun was actually pushing for. That so that every of these fake love towards his father can actually end. And you know, there and then, many people actually started blasting Fela Kuti on Twitter. If you go and check out the narrative that was being spelled on Twitter concerning Fela, I was holding my head. I really don't know much about him, but from what I've heard, this man was a living legend on his own. And now Wizkid is actually coming to actually make this known. Like, but because, you know, many people, TBG fans, we don't have any say in all of this. I'm still looking on what basis. Because if it's about music, if you want to talk about streams, Fela Kuti has actually made it known clearly that if it's about streams, there are eggs that is having biggest likes, even more than your billions of streams. There are animals that have millions of, there are other things that people have done, you understand, but because that cannot be your set goal or your set mark towards greatness. That can only be what you are calling greatness. The number of streams, many people have more than many streams in the world, you understand. That cannot be your set piece, but your achievement towards the life of people, towards fighting for your people, towards defending the right of your people is enough to actually rubbish all of Wizkid's career alone. Not to now talk about music as a art, you understand? So, VeryDarkMan came out to the general public and rubbish Wizkid. To be very honest, that was just because he actually he destroyed Wizkid so much, and I didn't like the fact that he had to come and do it. But he actually needs to be spelled out because many of these Wizkid fans, because they were born during this Gen Z period, they don't know who Fela is. They don't know how great he is. They don't know the number of sample songs that Wizkid has actually done. They actually think Wizkid is up there. And of course, Wizkid might be up there, but this particular man in question too was greatness himself. Many people don't know it, but you actually need to know it. He's somebody that needs to be studied in school. But of course, our history doesn't move towards that direction. You understand? So I just feel like many people actually need to understand that living legends should be respected. And it should not be even be coming from somebody like Wizkid that has actually sampled many of his songs, that has actually praised him. If he has an issue with Fela Kuti, at least he should face Fela Kuti squarely. Squarely. You should have faced him squarely. Talk about anyhow you want to talk about. Say his year is this. Whatever you want to say about Fela Kuti, say it. If you have an issue with him, say it. Focus on him. But the point in which the point in which Seun was trying to fight for, which was his father, that Wizkid FC are trying to abash, is the same thing that Wizkid now still did. And so everybody is now boxed. And we are not saying this because of now, we are saying this because of the future. Because if you cannot respect a legend, you don't deserve to be respected after you are 70. You don't deserve to be respected after you are 80. Then people can now rubbish your name, carry you like this and tear you apart and say you are nothing. Because I can tell you that if you can have 10 billion streams today, somebody is coming to have 50 billion in the future. So where will your own now be? Because you can't tell me that Wizkid is the only thing that will happen to Africa, that will hopefully happen to Nigeria. You can never tell me that. What will happen in the next 30 years? Of course, somebody will come up, somebody will rise and will be on the top of his game, and we have the 10 billion streams, we have the 50 billion streams. Then what happens to your own legacy? It will collapse. Like piles of cards, it will collapse. So that's why I'm begging Wizkid fans that if they actually love him, let them not push him, because I can tell you that the people that started this, that he had to defend in the first place, were Wizkid fans. You guys actually need to come to your senses and know that very, very well, this thing that you are doing to Wizkid is not nice. You are calling yourself fans, but you are causing him more trouble. You are bringing him pain. You are giving him sorrow. He has to defend. This man is somebody that he respects, somebody that he loves, somebody that he tattooed his hand, but because of Wizkid FC, because he has to defend you guys, he actually had to disrespect his living legend. He had to do that for you guys' sake. Now he has to carry the cross. Because I can tell you that because he has rubbished the past, they will definitely rubbish him. It might not be during your generation. Your generation will pass. People that will not love Wizkid in the nearest future are coming. Many people look at Fela's song and say, oh, we don't have this long time span to listen to his music, this and that. We don't have this long time span to. Many people have actually made it known. I can tell you that many people will actually say the same about Wizkid's song in the nearest future. And you will not be there to defend him. Some of you will have gone. Many of us will have gone by that time. But if you create legacy impact and they see Fela being respected, Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy will not be disrespected. But if this is how you guys actually want to play this game without thinking about the next future or the next people that will continue and carry this Afrobeat to another level, because I tell you that whether you like it or not, this thing will still move again. It will still reshape itself again. And by the time it reshaped itself again, they will blast Wizkid, they will blast Davido, they will blast Burna Boy. But let me know what you think in the comment section. So Wizkid fans, you guys need to calm down, rethink what you guys are doing today, because Wizkid will be in that position tomorrow. See you in the next. Love you guys. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Do well to subscribe. Do well to click the subscribe button. Like. See you. Love you all.